Welcome back to Lamb's Cryptoverse. Today I'd like to talk to you about being careful of what the talking heads are saying on CNBC, Bloomberg, MSNBC, and CNN, and any YouTube channel. A game I like to play is trying to figure out what the news is and what the market's doing based on what the talking heads are saying, because most of the time when there's a bull market in something, the commentators get bullish. So this is why you have to try to avoid bias and do your own research. This way you have conviction. So today I'm noticing, actually today and yesterday, the last few days, people are getting more bullish on the stock market, but even more bullish on crypto and Bitcoin. Many are saying we've already reached capitulation. And they're pointed to many charts that are saying that the bottom has been reached. And they're all saying the bottom was $17,500 in Bitcoin. And I'm really worried because I think despite all the evidence they're giving, I'm not seeing that. They're giving more short-term evidence of bottom. Here's some charts they're talking about. I'm going to get out my list here. They're talking about a bottom in a Pure multiple from David Pure. The Maya multiple. They're listing a whole list of charts from the infamous Willy Wool. They're talking about the MVRC Z-score hitting a bottom. Altcoin outperformance. Outperformance of stablecoin, or I should say a higher market cap of stablecoin versus Bitcoin. That's bullish. They're talking about that we've already seen long liquidations, and we've already seen things break, like 3 Hours Capital, Voyager, Coinbase got sued. All these broken hedge funds and whatnot and crashes. They're pointing to declining open interest in futures. I mean, the list goes on and on. But here's my word of the day. Actually, I may have 2 or 3 words of the day. Here's a word no one uses. It's called transitory correlation. And you see this especially in FX market, meaning currencies. This means that each currency, like the US dollar, doesn't just have one factor that affects it. It may have a whole laundry list of factors. And these factors have different correlations. I should say the weighting of these correlations change over time. So right now, the dollar is strong because interest rates are higher and there's inflation. But maybe 6 months from now, no one's going to be looking at that. They're going to be looking at some other correlation. Maybe they'll be looking at credit risk or the risk of the United States, the sovereign rating of the United States to determine the value of the US dollar. So why am I talking about transitory correlation? Because cryptocurrency is up. And I think it's up because the stock market's doing well. And what I'm saying is don't get that transitory correlation mixed up with what's going on with crypto. Another way of saying this is correlation is not necessarily causation, or to inverse it, causation isn't correlation. Again, this means that because stocks are rising, crypto is rising. But it doesn't mean that crypto has a strong enough basis to keep rising. So just bear that in mind. So again, here's what I want you to take home today is do your own research. Causation is a necessary correlation. There's something called transitory correlation, meaning the factors that cause crypto to move change over time. And my gut is telling me that even though Bitcoin's doing well, and remember, I even said Bitcoin was going to do well. I predicted stocks and crypto would do well beginning around June 10th because sentiment, which is a short-term indicator, became bullish. Remember, when everyone's fearful, we get greedy, right? That's a contrary indicator. But the problem is we don't have a long-term bottom. Long-term bottoms in crypto and even stocks take many months to play out. We haven't seen that process complete yet. I'll give you one example. We have a lot of leverage in futures and derivatives of crypto, and you don't see a bottom when crypto leverage is near an all-time high. So that's just one example. And also, if you look at all the markets combined, we're not seeing a bottom. We haven't seen capitulation in equity futures, Bitcoin futures, high yield, right? High yield spreads are only a single digits. High yield spreads should be way up there at near double-digit levels to have a good bottom in equity market. We're not seeing that. So there are many factors that are saying, hey, we have a short-term bottom, but the bear market bottom is not reached yet. So, be patient, wait a few months. And like I like to say, think of yourself as being on the plane. You want to sit by the exit seat, and you want to have a parachute, and you want to be ready to pull it. So we haven't hit bottom yet. So thanks for all of you for listening to Lam's Cryptoverse, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.